Hi, my name is Wendy De Rosa. I'm an intuitive energy healer and the founder of the School of Intuitive Studies and the author of 3 books. And I wanted to share a little bit of information with you about your intuition if you are a visionary. A visionary is somebody who sees the big picture. You might be the head of a company, you might be an entrepreneur, you might be an artist. And you might just see the world through pictures and images, and maybe pictures come to you very easily. Did you know that this is an aspect of your intuition? I want to explain to you why. The power center here in the third eye area of the body is your 6th chakra. It's also known as your third eye. This is the power center for perception and for visions and for being able to see truth or see what might be there to be seen. Some people have a very high sense of vision. They can, ideas come to them very quickly. They get downloads very quickly, and they see a bigger picture in how companies will come together or formations will come together. This aspect of intuition is a powerful way of creating your visions, your ideas, and your dreams for your future. But I also want to share with you how to connect your visions to the rest of your being and actualizing them in the world. Most of the time, we take in a lot of information through the front of the third eye. This is our executive systems part of our brain. From the energetic perspective, it's our perception center. So anything that we take in through the frontal lobe of the brain influences how we connect to our own identity. So if I'm seeing, for example, images and pictures of the ideal woman based on a billboard, I'm going to have an identity connection or disconnection with that experience. In my case, a disconnection. But my point being is that we take in information and we start to figure out how to orient ourselves in relationship to that idea or that vision or that concept. This is also a perception power center. So as a visionary, we see information and we take that information in through the frontal lobe, through the center of our brain, and we internalize that information. What's really important for visionaries to know is that you taking in information that isn't exactly healthy for you isn't going to serve you long term. And it's important for the visionary to start channeling information out through visions. So for example, if we're right now in a time where there's a lot of anger in the news and in the media and what's happening politically. So we're seeing angry images. We're taking that anger in. And so as we take that anger in, we have impact. We're affected by it. Well, it's also very important for those who may be visual people to start reversing that impact. And we reverse that impact by starting to fuel back into the collective your higher visions. What higher truth looks like for you, what impact looks like for you, what the ideal world looks like for you. And the way that you can do that is start to meditate on taking light in through the back of your head. And you can do this in a meditation. You might have seen images of people meditating and there's this glow in the back of their head that might be, it might be purposeful, like it's placed there, but there's actually a light of consciousness that lights up in the back of the brain when we meditate, and it is softening the emotional aspect of our brain, and it's activating our subconscious, meaning our higher self, and it's connecting us to our higher visions. And from there, we get connected to what it is that we want to fuel back out into the world. What do we want to see? What do we want to visualize for the world? And you can meditate on that. So I invite you to practice that type of meditation, leaning back into the back of your head and getting clear on the visions that you want to fuel back out into the world. It's going to help you tremendously in cleansing the intake of what's coming in through the front. It's also going to help you formulate more your purpose, your vision, like what it is that you're here to do and how you're here to show up in very small ways and in very big ways. So I hope this video was helpful for you in understanding a little bit more about how the intuition works in the third eye center of the body. I invite you to visit my website. It is schoolofintuitivestudies.com, and I invite you to visit my training programs for supporting you in developing your true self into the world, including your intuition and supporting you in connecting to the divine. I look forward to connecting with you very soon.